Hello, Virgo, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach, and I help you reconnect with your soul in every facet of your life. Today, I have an intuitive reading for you. This is a collective reading, so it has a little bit of something for everyone. If you are interested in more one-on-one guidance, I'd love to help you on your journey, and you can find out more in the description below. Okay, I'm also going to be making an extended reading, piggybacking on this one. So if you are curious about that, watch to the end or jump into the description below for that too. Okay, let's start with a message for Virgo. I think I'm going to start with the Animal Oracle deck. Okay, message for Virgo's growth, please. Seahorse and the bull. Oh, okay, Virgo. Giving up too much of yourself. It's time for you to kind of equalize the bar a little bit. Okay, this is the equality card. This is the sacrifice card. The sacrifice tells me that you've been giving a little too much, and the equality is saying we need to level up here. We need to be more equal in this partnership. We need to ask for more equality. You're taking a little bit too much on right now. Is there anything else in here? There is a stubbornness. There is a stubbornness coming through about not wanting to give up certain responsibilities or certain kind of habits or things that you'd like to do. It's almost a fear of giving them up. It's almost like you think that you won't have a handle on things if you give these up. Expand this message for me, please. Okay, 3 of Cups, 4 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, looking off the other way. It's kind of like you're looking at, you'd like to see more joy in your life. You'd like to see just kind of more happiness and more fun. But there's too much time spent doing the chores or doing the responsibilities, and you're not giving yourself that kind of fun space, really, to do the things you love. It's like that's going to happen in the future. You think that's going to happen, or it has to wait until the future to happen. Okay, is there anything deeper with the seahorses? Okay, we're going to keep moving here. What is a message? What is another message for Virgo, please? You know what, Virgo? I'm going to start with where your energy is, just for me, so I can get a little bit of context. Eight of Swords, Princess of Wands. Okay, we've got 2 conflicting energies here. We've got that open-hearted stepping forward on a new journey, but then we've also got the just being lost in your head, being worrying, overanalyzing, and I'm not going to say that. It's like you know that you don't need to be in this space of worry or kind of going around in circles in your mind and not getting anywhere. You know you don't need to be there, but you're choosing to be there. You have this new opening in front of you, this new journey ahead of you, this new phase, and you're acting as if there's boundaries and restrictions around you. But I'm using those words truly. You're acting as if they're there. They're not there. Her feet are not tied. She can leave at any moment. And there's almost a fear to just be kind of open and wild and carefree. There's just a fear of letting go. And there's a fear of trusting that everything's going to be okay. So you're kind of giving and giving more and more and more of yourself, hoping to gain a little more semblance of control. But it's not happening for you. it just keeps you kind of stuck in, oh my God, what's going to happen next? Okay, so what is the soul's message in this? Message from the soul. Virgo, it's like the exact same, it's the exact same cards pretty much. So instead of the princess, we have the prince. Instead of the 8 of swords, we have the 7 of swords. Okay, but we're asking, what do you need to do? What is your soul's message? It's like your soul is asking you to quell the thoughts, to quell, trying to sort everything out in your mind, to just take a moment and breathe and come back to yourself. Come back to yourself and allow yourself to inhabit, funny little slip there, to inhabit a place where you realize that you're feeling very vulnerable right now. You're feeling vulnerable, and that's why all of these worrying and patterns and controlling and holding and doing too much, it's because you're feeling very vulnerable. And all you need to do is just allow yourself to be nourished in that vulnerability. So that might mean talking to someone, saying that. That might mean talking to yourself and just saying, hey, self, I'm feeling very vulnerable here. Can you cut me some slack? Can you be less hard on me? We don't have to know all the answers. We don't have to figure everything out. And rather than do more, you're being asked to heal your mind, to heal this mental state of constant activity. This is kind of like about burning the midnight oil. So when your mind has a hold of something and it just can't stop, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything, actually. You're not being asked to do anything. You're not being asked to search or go, or you're just being asked to stay in this state of vulnerability and newness, this state of, it's almost a state of innocence, to stay in that space. And allow yourself, this is the space that allows you to feel more connected to a supportive, loving energy, that vulnerability. Whether it's only you that witnesses it or whether you allow someone else to witness it, it helps heal the crazy mind. It helps heal the way you're trying to think your way through your situation. Tell me more about the star, because I feel like the star is like the doorway to a deeper healing. So I'd like to get a little more information about that for you. Nine of Cups, King of Cups, rebirth. I love this because look at all the water on this star card, and then look at all the water cards we just drew, cups and cups, and then the rebirth, a new start. So this is the beginning. This is the portal to a spiritual healing. Through this situation right now, you have the opportunity to have the relationship and the love that you have always dreamed about. And this love is about to take you on a journey of total transformation, where your past and your future are totally separate. They're totally different. It's as if you're starting a new life. And in this moment of vulnerability, it's like that's the birth, right? We come out completely naked and we're so vulnerable when we're born. That's when we're most vulnerable. And that's where you are. The nakedness on these cards, the honesty, the innocence. And when you meet that vulnerability, when you say, okay, it's there, and I'm just going to hold it, and I'm going to accept this about myself, and I'm going to love myself no matter what. That vulnerability opens the door to your heart's desire. So all of this mind control, all of this mind busyness is filling the function of keeping you from your heart's desire. All you have to do is, what you need to do, Virgo, is be okay to be vulnerable, even if it's just with yourself. But this is about transforming the way that you love, the way that you accept love, the way that you give love. And it's not about giving more things. It's not about giving more time. It's not about giving more from the outside. It's about giving to yourself first, accepting more of yourself first, so that who you are by yourself, there's already more to give. So let me use a lantern analogy. If you have a lantern and the sides are dirty, you know that the light is in there, but maybe you can't see it. Actually, no, I'm sorry, that's a different metaphor. I'm going to switch metaphors. Still, you use a lantern. Let's say you have a lantern in it and it's an old-fashioned one with gas, and you don't have the gas turned up very high. So what comes out from the lantern is kind of dim light. Now, you could go crazy cleaning everything, deep cleaning all the sides of your lantern, or you could just turn up the lantern. You could just turn up the self-love another notch so that you have more love to share. This is about giving more love to yourself so that you have more self-love, essentially, to share with other people. Filling your cup first so it runs over. So this is, at the end, Virgo, about loving yourself more than trying to do more for other people, more than trying to be more. When you love yourself more, you automatically, through that process, will give more because you're giving more of yourself. So like a hug from you would be, 10 units of hug, but with more self-love, that same hug feels like 100 units of a hug. Okay, so self-love is the key to giving more. All right, so I'm going to go a little deeper into this and keep pulling cards for extended message for you if you'd like to join me, Virgo. The link is in the description below, and I'll see you soon.